everybody, it's Jenny, and today I'm sharing my card for the Not Too Shabby Stamp and Die of the Month. And this month's set was called Fairy Doors, and it includes all these cute little magical doors and a wishing well, some mushrooms, and a butterfly. And then of course it comes with the coordinating dies. And you can find the link for the Stamp and Die of the Month in the description box below. That'll take you to nottoshabbyshop.com. So to get started on my card today, I'm going to be stamping out one of the fairy doors and the mushroom images onto some craft cardstock with some Gina K black ink. Once I've got those all stamped out, I'm just going to go ahead and color those in with some Copic markers. Then I'm going to go ahead and add back in the white accents on my mushrooms with the white gel pen, and then add some metal detail on my fairy door using a gold gel pen. Next, I'm going to use the awesome coordinating dies to cut out my images. And I'll also mention here that I was planning on using that piece of craft cardstock and doing some ink blending on it. And you'll see that show up, but I don't end up using it, so I didn't show what I did with it. So here's that piece of cardstock that I was planning on using, and you'll see that I play around with it a little bit, but end up setting it aside. But next, I'm bringing in the Lawn Fawn Magic Iris Birdhouse add-on, just for these two little leafy, viney dies. But any similar die would work just as well. And I just cut those out a couple times from some olive green cardstock. And then I moved on to this background piece here, and I'm only inking the edges because I thought I was going to layer that brown piece on top. But I tried to match my ink colors to the colors of my fairy door, so I used some pine needles and black soot, and then I added some peacock feathers and some mermaid lagoon. Then to add some texture to my vines, I brought in some more distress inks in pine needles, forest moss, and peeled paint. Next, I just start to play around with my layout, and this is where I realized that I really like the texture and organic look of the edge that the ink pad left when I ran it across the paper. Then, once I got rid of the brown paper, I just continued to play around with my images and the layout. I decided to bring in some more gold to my background as well by using this Delicata gold ink just to line my edges. Next, I went ahead and just started gluing everything down. I picked the Hello sentiment from the set, and I'm just stamping that out with some VersaFine clear black ink. After I stamped out my sentiment, I kind of felt like it was just floating there, so I practiced on another paper just to get an idea of what I wanted to do, and I just decided on adding some lines with a Micron pen. I also used my same gold gel pen as before to add some highlights onto the leaves. I was nervous to commit to drawing a box around my sentiment, but I really like how it turned out, so I'm glad I did it. Next, I make my card base and then go ahead and attach the card front with some liquid glue. And finally, I wanted to add a little bit more gold, so I went in and created some big, sparkle shines, as well as a bunch of random dots just to give the look of gold splatter across the card front. And that's my finished card. I think it turned out super cute. I really think the looseness of the background and all that sparkle really gives it that magical feel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!